Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. PST on a damn Monday. Hope everybody's weekend was okay. Hope everybody is back here safely to hear about what the hell's been going on. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Oh, I see you. Shout out to Tammy A. I see you having some outpatient surgery tomorrow. I'm glad it's outpatient. Hope everything's all right. And you'll be right back here tomorrow. A lot of crazy shit going on as usual. But before we get into that, this live stream is brought to you by C60 Evo. I really enjoy the benefits of C60 Evo organic olive oil when I take it daily. My mind is sharper and I have a lot more energy and endurance. I sleep better, sleep deeper, and wake up feeling more refreshed, which is amazing. Their ESS 60 Pure C60 is a breakthrough technology delivering the most potent C60 on the market today. Thousands of happy customers across the world enjoy their exceptional ESS 60 infused skin serums, lip balms, and pet formulas that deliver beneficial results quickly. My skin quality is improving and my hair is improving too. When I take C60 Evo oil daily, they've got a proven track record of 31 years and my personal recommendation. Purchase C60 Evo organic products to enjoy the incredible benefits yourself. Use my personal link to save you 10% off of your purchase. How about that on a Monday? Trying to save you some of our money that's worth less and less every day. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Washington. Thanks, DC. MyGreenGear.com, JerichoGreen.net. You need to check that shit out. Also, hit me old school, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Damn it. Had a good weekend. Couple family get-togethers. A lot of fun. Kids running around, adults talking. It was great. Great food. But a lot was stirring around this social pot that we have. First of all, the thumbnail. So the reason I named it Fahrenheit Fatness is because there's this study that came out that talks about how it's getting hotter and fat kids will have a harder time dealing with the heat cooling off because of their fat kids. So it was on CBS in the morning or CBS Morning, Good Morning, some shit. And they were spinning the article to make it sound like climate change is making these kids fatter. And climate change is the reason that they are. Like it's just too hot for them to go outside. So that's why I named it Fahrenheit Fatness, because it's the temperature. It's the temperature's fault. It's never the parents' fault who buy the food for the kids because kids don't have jobs. I know, contrary to popular belief, we have child labor laws here, so your kids can't go to work anymore. You can't pack your 8-year-old's lunch pail and send him down the road to go work in the coal mines. Can't do that anymore. Child labor laws. So we are the ones who provide their food. They do not go to, if that scene from Home Alone was real, somebody would have called the police. Somebody would have said, "Hey, kid, why are you out here shopping on your own? Where are you going? How are you going to get this home? Where's your mom?" We'd ask them these things because that's unusual for a child to be in the grocery store buying their groceries. They don't have jobs. We do. So taking the responsibility away from the parents. Responsibility is power. If knowledge is power, so is responsibility because you are able to handle it. It's up to you. You can't pass off that blame or that responsibility to somebody else. It's not cool. So, it's not the parents' fault. It's the weather. Okay, the weather's doing it. And Marshawn Lynch is human-shaped garbage. He's a piece of shit, and I cannot stand him, and I will not Not that I ever did before, but I will not ever support anything he ever does because he's a drunk piece of shit and he took people's lives into his hands. I hate that part of life. I hate that someone else's stupidity, someone else's poor decision making can affect your life and those that care about you. I fucking hate that. Just like the dumb bitch in LA killed 6 people. Her stupid ass mistake took 6 lives. In Marshawn Lynch's case, fortunately, nobody was killed. BJ Blazkowicz Gaming, you set that up. I got some words for his dumb ass too. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but the condition he was in, when you can see the body cam footage, when you see the condition that he's in, it's very easy for him to fuck somebody up, take their life, shatter their family, affect everybody that ever knew him. Very easy. And the most important thing here, most important thing over everything we're going to talk about today, any comments you may make, any questions you may have. Don't forget the sweet and sour sniffles is over. I just wanted to say that. The thing that crippled our lives for the last 2.5, damn near 3 years, it's over. CDC says relax all regulations. Kids, they test positive, let them come to school anyway. You don't got to do this. You don't got to do that anymore. You're just like a vaccinated person, a poked person. Same thing. So then what do we go through all that for? People have been saying this shit from the beginning. If you get it and survive it, you're better equipped than somebody who got the poke. There's a report out saying you're 10 times more protected if you have it and your body creates the antibodies against it than getting the poke. They just relaxed everything. It's over. Oh, we recommend that you wear a mask. We recommend this, but do what you want. Then why didn't you do that shit in the beginning, asshole? Why didn't you say, here's the juice if you want to get it. We recommend A, B, and C, but live your life. Why didn't they say that from the beginning? Why are they saying that 2.5 years later? When most of the people are like, no shit. That's what we've been saying. Give me the truth. Allow me to digest it and implement it in my life the way I see fit. Give me the info, not the guidelines. Don't make me do shit. Don't tell me if you don't do this, you can't have that. I'm an adult. I don't like anybody telling me what to do anymore. I did 18 years of somebody telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what time to be home, what to eat, what to wear. I did all that. So now I'm a grown-up. I'm in charge. I make the money. I make the decisions in every facet of my life, including my health. So why didn't you just say, all right, guys, we got some shit. Here's where it came from. Here's how you can get it. Here's what you do if you do get it. And I'm out. Have at it, American citizens. You're smart enough. You can handle it. You're able to navigate your way through American life. You can handle this shit. You got kids. You got a job. You have responsibility. You know what to do. But 2.5 years later, after all their bullshit, now they're saying, yeah, you're right. Man, let them go back to school. After you put an asterisk on that school year, after forcing those kids to stay home and make mom and dad play teacher. What a mind fuck that was for kids. I'm at home, but this corner of my living room is my classroom? And you're a mom, but you're my teacher? I'm in the corner, I'm here doing my homework, but life is happening over here. The mom's phone calls, TV's on, I can hear my little brother. Cars going by, but this is my classroom? What? Can't go to the park. They close the parks. How do you close outside? They close the damn parks. So kids, you can't go to school and learn. You can't go outside and play. but you're supposed to be fine. You're supposed to be okay. And then after that, after we let you come back, we're going to put a cloth over your face so you can see. They took recycling to a whole new level. We're not supposed to recycle the air we breathe, stupid. Once we breathe it out, all we're supposed to draw in is oxygen, not the shit we just blew out. We just basically blew out waste. CO2, we don't need that shit. Get out of here. It would be like you sitting on the toilet, taking a shit, and then turn around and eat your shit out of the toilet. That's waste. That's not supposed to be in my body. That's why you, because you're not supposed to have it in your body. That's including the shit that comes out of your nose and your mouth. It's waste. Take the CO2, give me the oxygen. Not take the CO2 and then give it right back to me. Well, you guys had a whole school year of that. Whole school year and then some of that bullshit. And I know the same thing happened to adults, but I don't care about adults. I'm talking about kids. They live in the situations that we put them in. See, as adults, we control our situation, but we control theirs. So anything bad that happens to them, it's our fault. Because you have no control over your life when you're a kid. That's how they want us to be. They want us to be like children. Remember as a kid, and if you wanted something, JJ Finnegan, thank you. Appreciate that. He says bran muffins will help with the grunting, JG. Thank you. What if I like the grunting? What if that's part of my experience in the morning? What if I'm an audio kind of person, JJ Finnegan? But remember when you were a kid and you needed something? You had to go ask your parents. You had to get up the courage to go in there and ask your parents for something, even though you knew they were probably going to say no. And then give you a laundry list of reasons why, which turned into a 20-minute lecture. But that's what you had to do because they had all the resources. They have the money and the power. So you had to go in there and ask them. Same thing. That's what the government wants from us now. They want us to ask permission for everything. Come to them for everything. But just know it's over. That was just a 2.5-year science experiment. Gotcha. The ultimate punked. Ashton Kutcher, bring your ass out here and explain yourself. Because we just got punked for 2.5 years. The entire country. The world. But it's over. CDC says it's all good. I just wanted to mention that. Okay, guys, it's over. You get it. It was all just a big mistake. It was all just a big misunderstanding, guys. That's all. Ha ha, citizens of the world. Gotcha. I think that's some shit. Mr. Roy Lee Painter, thank you. Happy Monday, Jericho. I'm having a real bad day, but I know you'll put a smile on my face. Keep up the excellent work that you do. Semper Fidelis. Sorry to hear you having a bad day, Roy. Maybe we can help with that. Maybe we can help with that. I'll do my best. Stick with me. Stick with me, Roy. We're going places. Look, there we go. Roy again. Again, thank you, Roy. Says, where are you at, Steve? Asking for a friend. Where is Steve, man? I wonder what he's doing right now. Wonder what kind of chores his mom has for him on Mondays. It's Monday, probably Monday, he has to clean out her cat litter box. And I don't mean that he has to clean out the litter box of her cat. I mean his mom probably shits in a litter box and he has to clean it out. Spunbearing 65, thank you for the Hamilton. Sweet and sour monkeypox up next. They didn't issue first responders during COVID, so there. Yeah, they're going to mix it up. We're going to have a gumbo of diseases to deal with because the clock is ticking for them. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby? Biden needs to talk simple, Jack. Hey, come on, man. You know the thing. He can't talk at all. I think all the stuff he says is supposed to be simple, but not when your brain is all fucked up. Not when you had 3 aneurysms and an embolism. Your brain can't be doing good after that. Spunbearing65, again, thank you. Prayers for Tammy A tomorrow. Yes. You'll be all right, Tammy. We'll see you in here tomorrow. Mañana. But yes, very kind. Hope everything's all right. All right. Steve L. Oh, not that Steve, guys. Thank you for the Twompski. He says, the left always asks, well, what are Republicans doing for you? They're doing nothing, which is great. We control our own destiny. Yeah, it's not that we need them to do shit for us. We just need them to do what we tell them. Like, we don't need a lot from the government. And really, if you want to just give us the money back for a lot of shit we pay for, we'll do it ourselves. We don't need them for a lot. What we need you to do is do what the fuck we tell you. You guys, the Republicans or Democrats, politicians, you're merely a mouthpiece. You're just the physical representation of what I want. I'm way over here doing what I do. You are my representative in DC. All you're supposed to do is repeat what we tell you. It's the political human centipede in reverse. You guys ever see that movie where basically they sew somebody's ass to somebody's mouth and so on and so on? So you got this line of people. So what the first person eats, it passes it through their body and they shit it in the person's mouth behind them. I didn't make this movie up. But it's in reverse. You're our verbal human centipede. We tell you what we want from here, our home state where we live, and then you go to Washington, D.C. and regurgitate it in the halls of Congress or Senate. This would take out a lot of the complications. The lobbyists and the deals, the backdoor deals with these other countries and shit, man. The corruption, it would take all that shit out if you guys just do your job. I tell you what I want. You go to DC and make it happen. That shit is so easy. I don't understand where corruption comes in. Like our representatives, our senators and our congressmen and all that shit, you guys, it's like Little Red Riding Hood. And Little Red Riding Hood is our senator or our congressman or woman, whatever. And you're skipping through the forest on your way to DC, but you get caught up by the lobbyists, aka the wolf. Hey, where you going? You going to grandma's house? You going to DC to represent your constituents? No. Come over here, man. Have a seat. Here, take some of this money. I need you. See, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you this envelope. And when you get in there, instead of doing what your constituents want, you're going to do what I want. But I got to go, Mr. Wolf. I got to take this basket to DC. I have to represent my constituents properly. No. You don't need to do that shit. Hey, come here. Come here, little senator. Huh? Look at that envelope. Look how fat it is. Look at all that money. Think of all the things you could do with that money, the life you could live with this cash money. The only thing is, when you get there, you got to do what I want, not the constituents. You want to do that? I do like cars and I do like nice things and vacations. Yeah, that's right. Take this money. I'll scratch your back, and when it's time, you'll scratch mine. But what do I do about my constituents? What if they get all upset? I got to take this basket to DC for them. It's full of all their wants and needs. Hey, I'll take that basket for you. I'll put it behind this tree. You just take the money. You just worry about that cash money. Okay, sounds good, Mr. Wolf. I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf, what's your name? You call me Lobbyist. Yeah, that's easy to remember. Lobbyist. Say it with me. Lobbyist. That's right. Now run along. Go back and tell your constituents that, hey, they couldn't get it passed or something went wrong. You've been stonewalled. That's a popular term. Tell them you've been stonewalled. And every time you come to this forest, little congressman or Senator Red Riding Hood, I'll have a nice fat envelope of cash waiting for you. Does that sound good? It does sound good. I want to go put my toes in the white sand. I want new cars. I got to send my kids to private school. Oh, this sounds great, Mr. Lobbyist Wolf. I'll see you here same time every month. Bye. So what happens? They get fooled by the wolf. by the lobbyists. That's what happens, man. They're supposed to be taking our basket of needs and wants to DC, but they get that lobbyist in their ear. Next thing you know, we're looking, waiting for them to come back. Here they come. So what happened, Congressman or Senator? When can we expect our needs and wants to be met? I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get it done. Oh, man. That's really too bad. That is really too bad. But how about we do this? How about we do some good gun, people? That's right. Oh, hold on. Mods? Is that how you pronounce that? She says Trump didn't allow lobbyists. LOL. I'm not saying Trump didn't allow lobbyists. I'm talking about the politicians who get duped and get in bed with the lobbyists. Trump wasn't able to remove the lobbyists from DC. I wish he was, but he wasn't able to do that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our representatives who get in bed with these fools. Brian King B. Falcon, what up, man? He says, hey, this isn't the mall. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Oh, man. Yes, that's right, Crystal Williams. Just in time for the good gun. Let's do it. Let's do it. This one comes from Chicago. You know, America's shooting range. The country's largest indoor-outdoor shooting range is the city of Chicago. It says would-be thief fatally shot by Lakeview homeowner in shootout. Uh-oh. Chicago. A homeowner who says he saw two thieves stealing from a car fatally shot one of the suspects in a shootout, according to police. The homeowner, a 44-year-old man, was sitting on the steps of his home on the 2900 block of North Walcott Avenue around 11:12 p.m. Wednesday when he heard a loud noise and saw two men underneath a car attempting to steal a catalytic converter. That's what they do, because I guess they're worth a lot of money. They're right underneath the car. Some people you'll see, they'll have things welded over them so they can't take them. Some tweaker shit. So when the two men noticed they were being watched, they crawled out. Now listen to this shit. All the dude was doing is sitting on his porch watching them. When the two men noticed they were being watched, they crawled out from under the car, pulled out their guns, and started shooting at the homeowner. Now, even if the homeowner was yelling, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? That's not a reason to take out your guns and start shooting at them. But that's how they feel about life in Chicago. It says the 44-year-old, who is a licensed concealed carry holder, took out his own firearm and shot one of the suspects, a 25-year-old identified as Darian Blackman, in the neck. The second suspect fled the scene. Blackman was taken to Illinois Masonic Medical Center and was pronounced dead. The homeowner was not injured. Now, it says Blackman was arrested on September 9th for unlawful use of a weapon, and he was released the next day. So, number one, you see right here where it says the second suspect fled the scene. Cowards. You guys wanted to crawl from under the car and start shooting like it was the Wild Wild West. And when those bullets come back, you want to run. You left your homeboy there to bleed out on the sidewalk. No honor amongst thieves. And it says that he was arrested last September and was released the next day for what? What was he arrested for? Unlawful use of a firearm. It didn't say unlawful possession. Like he just had that shit in his waistband. It says unlawful use of a weapon. So this man discharged a firearm unlawfully and was released the next day. Then was able to go and try to steal a catalytic converter from a car and got shot in his neck. How do you get out the next day for discharging a firearm unlawfully? And, they say when you assume, you make an asshole out of yourself. Well, call me an asshole, but I'm going to assume that this wasn't his first foray into crime. This discharging a firearm unlawfully. But he was out. He got taken care of, too. They didn't know who they were fucking with. They thought it was another victim. They thought he was going to run into his house scared and quiver under the bed and call 911. Instead, that homeowner said, no, I got something for you. I'm sick of you fuckers coming in here stealing shit, terrorizing us. So I got something for you. And old Darian took one in the jugular. You ain't going to make it, Darian. And that, folks, was good gun. Sure was good. That's what happened. All you lawful citizens in Chicago, you better arm yourself. Because they were willing to fire, they're willing to kill that man, because that's what you do. That's your objective when you shoot multiple rounds at somebody. You're expecting to kill him. You're hoping to kill him. So they were going to kill this man for sitting on his porch and watching them break the law. Sounds kind of weird. But you lawful citizens in Chicago, get some firearms, arm yourselves. Because if you think the mayor of that city has your back, you got another thing coming. If you think she's behind you, watching your six, you got another thing coming. Now, with those big-ass, googly, wet Steve Buscemi eyes, she can watch your 6, your 9, your 3, your 12, and everything, but she ain't watching none of it. Because she's at concerts saying, fuck the Supreme Court over something she'll never have to deal with because her face looks like she ate a glazed donut. Why are you concerning yourself with abortion laws when you will never have an abortion? Not only does your lifestyle, does your sexual preference not make that possible, but you're like 58. Those are powdered eggs now. You ain't having no baby. Shut your face and fix your city. Because you got people running through it that will shoot at an innocent citizen just for looking at him break a crime. Just for watching him. Fucking mayor. Mayor Googly Eyes. I mean, what's her name? Damn it. Mayor Buscemi? No. And what is it? Oh, the sloth from Ice Age. That's who it is. No. Damn it. Mayor Splinter. She's the Rat King. Oh, Lightfoot. That's right. JJ Finnegan. Thanks, man. She has so many names, so many titles that she wears very well. I got them mixed up. But that was good gun, people. And don't forget, Sweet and Sour Sniffles is over. They took care of it. Can't forget that. Mayor Beetlejuice. Yeah, I knew she looked familiar. I knew it. But I call her Master Splinter because Chicago, I think for the 7th year in a row, is the rattiest city in America. So she must be Splinter. And if you don't know who Splinter is, please go find out. I wish I could be there when you find that out for the first time. MyGreenGear.com, JerichoGreen.net, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Damn it. Damn it. Spunbearing 65, thank you again. For Good Gun, folks, get to the range and bust the wrist rust. That's right. Every week, ask us who been to the range. Bone up, folks. Yes, you have to get out there and practice. You gotta stretch your mental muscle. You have to have that muscle memory. When I went to front sight training out in Pahrump, Nevada, if you can do that, I definitely recommend it. I don't care if you've never held a gun. By the end of that 4-day course, you will be confident. But anything like that, any training you can get, and if you're afraid of firearms, don't be. They are a tool. And if the person using that tool is doing it properly, you'll love it. But get out there, arm yourself, and practice. Because you don't want your first time to be when the shit's hitting the fan. When you hear that window break out in the hallway. Or you hear something outside of your bedroom. or you're getting ready and you hear something. You don't want that to be the first time. You want it to be muscle memory so your mind can focus on something else. Not, I'm loading it. How do I hold it? That's already done. Your mind can focus on the situation at hand and put that fucker down so you can continue with your life. So they're not putting a white sheet over you. I'd rather be over here with that, that gray or that green wool blanket they got at the end of every action movie because the star is sitting on the bumper of an ambulance getting stitches. I'd rather be over there in that green wool blanket talking to the cops than under that white sheet. I'm team blanket, not team sheet. I don't want that shit. I want to be alive telling the cops what happened. So arm yourself, practice, 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 practice. And it's great because when you start practicing and you keep practicing and you start getting good, those groups are getting tighter. You're starting to do that 10X type shit. It's a great feeling. I took my godson shooting like a month ago when he's here visiting. Man, I was tearing that shit up at 21 feet with that Glock 21. I was proud of myself, but that's because I practice. It's like that knowledge is like any other kind of knowledge. Use it or lose it. But this knowledge could save your damn life. Don't be a statistic, people. Thank you for that. Spun bearing 65. Yep, the loyal goose, 1-inch grouping. You get 1-inch grouping, you are going to live. If your group, basically the size of your fist. Oh, come, Bach, don't you talk about my Glocks like that. He says Glock. Man, Glock all day. But if you can keep your groups inside of your fist, that size, you'll go home every time. You will be fine. Because you get that anywhere in the body, you fucking somebody up. They can't survive that. Keep those groups tight. I don't want to hear no Glock hate. I don't want to hear none of that. I've said that before. I'm Team Glock for life. Porterhouse, 1-inch groupings at 7 yards. I wouldn't say I was doing 1-inch groupings, but my shit was tight. My shit was definitely tight. If the target was a real person, they are DOA. Promise. And I know there's plenty of guns out there. Jay Luther, the CZ75. I'm sorry, the comments jumped. CZ75, PCR. There's all kinds of shit out there. The XDs, HK, SIGs, tons of them. I'm just saying for me, Glock for life. Got a 17, 21. More than happy with them. I took the 17 through my front sight course. Performed like a dream. Box says Team XDM. I saw some of those out there too. There's a little bit of everything out there. There was even a guy out there with a compact 45. He was having some problems, holding on to it because it was so compact and not a lot he could grip onto. But there was a little bit of everything out there. Fire on the planet. Toyotas of firearms. Hey, you damn right. Toyotas, you see them, those advertisements for the Toyotas were like, I got almost 1 million miles on my 87, Tacoma or whatever. But even though Tacomas weren't out that early. But you know what the hell I mean? The Ferg, center mass. That's right. No matter what you got, if you hit center mass, you're going home, period. Springfield, there's tons of them. I didn't say I didn't like other brands, but for me, this is a Glock house. And I got a Glock knife, survival knife, and I took with me camping. Dream, sharp as shit. Loved it. Used it a bunch of times. But yeah, protect yourselves, people. And what even if you're in a free state, you're allowed to carry guns, concealed, open carry, whatever. Practice, man. Practice, practice, practice. Chad Harris, HK VP9. Yeah, man. HK, that's like if Glock is a Toyota of guns, then HK is like the Rolls Royce, the Mercedes of guns. HKs are nice. Expensive shit, though. Jean Grey, that's right. A 9mm, no matter what gun it is, if you shoot somebody with a 9mm, that lung's coming out. It will blow it into your body. Why did he say that? Why did they let him say that? Robin Spielman says, I love a 45 in my hand and as my president. You got that right, girl. And with a 45, there's pretty much no coming back from that. Center mass with a 45, it's a wrap. Brian King B. Falcon, HK is in Taurus. My stepdad had a Taurus. Looked just like a Beretta. Taurus are cool too. I love for the Taurus. That 45 ain't fucking playing. Sky B, Sig, HK. A lot of HK fans here. Those are awesome. But one thing I like about, yes, Kenneth Jackson, of course. The AR-15 is a big black scary gun. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. But I'm a fan of other guns. But Glock, that's just me. Roy Lee Painter, thank you. Says my Glock 26 with carbon hollow points is my baby. That's what I'm telling you. When you have a Glock, it's gonna perform for you every time. The way they're designed. The one thing I didn't like when I got them is the slide release and the mag release was like a little almost flush against the gun. So I was tearing up my thumb trying to hit him. So I put mag and slide, mag release, slide release, extended buttons on mine. So that made a world of difference. But the gun itself, the way it functions is awesome. Every fucking time. I put 800 plus rounds through my Glock 17 at front sight. Never had one problem. But what I was going to say was, one of the main things I like about the Glock, you know, other guns, you got the hammer, safety switch, and all that kind of shit, safety button, whatever you want to call it. The Glock doesn't have that. If you put that magazine in, rack that slide, she's hot. She's hot to trot. She's ready to go. So it almost forces you to be more safe because you don't have those fail safes. Got to put the hammer back, got to cock it, got a safety switch. It doesn't have those. So it makes you be a more responsible gun owner and gun operator. That's why, one of the reasons why I like the Glock. And I think next, I want to get a Glock 34. And then I want to get one of those little conversion kits where you can like put the Glock handgun in the little, damn, I can't remember what those are called. But basically it makes it a little subcompact. You can shoot that shit like this. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'll start another gun fund for that. Start socking away some cash so I can buy that shit. Oh, and another thing I saw at Big Five of all places, I look up, I was like, what the fuck is that? It was a Kel-Tec 12-gauge shotgun. I fell in love. Love at first sight. That was it. But it's going to take some convincing for the wife, but I'll work on that later. But the Kel-Tec, that shit was awesome. So anyway, migrainegear.com, JerichoGreen.net. So we know that at least 50%, that might be lowballing it, but at least 50% of Nancy Pelosi's blood is low-quality vodka. Can we agree on that? Because it has to be. You have to be so fucked up. I'm talking about blackout drunk. I'm talking about you being so drunk that to this day you don't remember all of that evening. You just get little clips, little snippets, little flashes here and there. The kind of drunk where people have to tell you what you did the night before. I did what? Yeah, man, you fucked it all up. And you said this and you did that. You jumped off for that. She has to be that drunk to say this. China is, I'm sorry, guys. You know I believe in authenticity here. Let me say it how she would say it. Because it's not her gargoyle voice or that demonic voice that she uses when she talks to her nephew, Gavin Newsom. But this is her regular, you know, talking in the House of Representatives voice. This is the everyday Nancy voice. Here we go. Old, corrupt, ancient, drunk hag. I'm in character. Here we go. China's one of the freest societies in the world. Don't take my name for it. Don't take it from me. That's from the Freedom House. I'm sorry. What? Let me translate that. Let me translate because I speak fluent Lush. China is one of the freest societies in the world. Don't take it from me. That's from the Freedom House. End quote. Nancy, I don't give a fuck if that's from Toll House. All right? That's a bunch of bullshit. because there's 20 million plus Chinese citizens who can look down and see each and every rib. If they go like this, it sounds like a xylophone. I think they would beg to differ, Nancy. One of the freest. Why would you say something like that unless you work for them? Huh? She said China is one of the freest societies in the world. She said, don't take my word for it. That's from Freedom House. Who the fuck is Freedom House? Whoever they are, they need to be shut down. That right there is disinformation. That textbook disinformation. You guys want somebody to go after, you want somebody to cancel for spreading lies? Here you go. She said that shit with a straight face. She did not bust out in laughter. She didn't go like that and catch her dentures before they flew out of her mouth. She said it with a straight face. She said, don't take it from me. That's from the Freedom House, baby. Who the fuck is the Freedom House? I don't give a shit who those people are. Tim Starr, she was blacked out. She meant Japan. Okay, all right. But I don't think Nancy blacks out anymore. That's how, she needs that shit just to be normal. You want her to wake up? You got to give her a handle. A handle is some cheap shit. Got to come in a plastic jug. There's no point in American history where you could say that and it not be laughable. At least recent American history. It's one of the freest societies on earth. Shut the fuck up, Nancy. If a vampire bit her, that vampire is fucked up. That vampire is hammered. Don't bite her. Unless you're a vampire that just likes vodka, don't bite her. Because that's all she has flowing through those blue veins that you can see through her hands. Remember that picture of her a couple weeks ago when she was in Italy and she had them big old titties out? Them blue veins that were running up and down it? That's all vodka, baby. Ain't no blood in there. That's comrade juice. My goodness. She said China is one of the freest societies. Don't take it from me. Take it from the Freedom House. I never heard of no damn Freedom House in my life. What the fuck is a Freedom House? Robin Spielman, she said, you say vodka, I say rot gut gin. We'll have to. It's one of those. It's some cheap, clear beverage that she's drinking that has her saying shit like this. And this weekend, she was talking. It wasn't that same speech. But I think her and Biden might be on the same medication. Or maybe they're not taking the same medication. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're off their meds. But this is a direct quote from Nancy this weekend. She said it's puh. No, that's it, guys. That's it. That's the whole word. She said it's puh. So Biden says pleh, and she says puh. So maybe they're on the same medication and they're both off of it. But I don't know why someone who wasn't hammered would say it's puh. What's puh? How do you spell that? P-U-H-P-A? I don't know. But these are direct quotes. One from the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And the second quote is from the third person in charge, Speaker of the House. The first two ding-dongs go down. She's it. First quote, Biden is perverted. Our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. We are the champions, my friends. Here's his direct quote. Hey, I'm not trying to be pleb. Here's her quote. It's puh. Play and puh. You tell me what that means right now. Tell me. Spunbearing65, thank you again. Drink a couple of highballs before you imitate David Lopez. Also, to sound like Fauci, just mix Bugs Bunny and Bob Dylan. Don't you insult Bugs Bunny like that. It's a damn icon. Yeah, let's slam a couple of highballs and I'll nail the Nancy impersonation. Bob Dylan. What a weird voice. John Lennon, not the, from beyond the grave. Damn, thanks, man. You talk about reach. Did you vote, John Lennon? Because you're dead, and a lot of dead people did that in the last, Like Nancy always says, it's for the children. It's for the children. Thank you for the truth you share. Thank you for being here to hear it, Mr. Lennon. I bet you get sick of people saying shit about your name, don't you? Every time, everywhere you go, and they got, John Lennon. I'm sorry about that, man. People are so fucking stupid. People are so stupid. Haley Green, I love Smirnoff, LOL. Yeah, but is your blood half Smirnoff? No. You typed a coherent sentence. It can't be. You'll never be as drunk as her, Haley Green. Never. Is it possible to get that fuck? That woman is lit. She is lit up from the tit up. Ugh, gross. Default apocalypse. Ugh. He said side vein. Nancy, show me some side vein. Let me see some side liver spots. Sorry. Kai Johnson from the UK. He said, don't remind us. I had to. You think I'm going to be the only one with that fucked up image in my head today? No, I'm sharing it with you. This is my therapy. This is my chance to get all this shit off of my chest and share it with you. You will have these images as well. Lord German Husbando, jugular vodka veins. Ew. Ew. Mads, insider trader boobs. That's right. Them titties are big enough to have a bunch of shit on them. Woo. My goodness. I just thought about that picture. That was disgusting. That was just disgusting. Has there ever been a time? Has there ever been a time where a high-ranking elected American official would say something like that and not just be fucking torched by both sides? Because I was under the impression, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I'm used to it. But I thought China was a common enemy, meaning an enemy to all of us here. Like if you're an American, no matter you got a D or R or whatever next to your name, China's an enemy to us all, everybody inside of these borders. Guess I was wrong. I guess there are at least one congresswoman that thinks that they're one of the freest. Freest. Can free and communism exist in the same space at the same time? I thought that was more like an oil water thing. Denise Renee, you're right. Hit the thumbs up. Like and sub and like. Please hit that damn thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. Sure appreciate it. That's right, Kai Johnson. Puh and play. That's what we got here. 2 out of the 3 leaders of the free world said that. And I've never heard of those words in my life. MyGreenGear.com, JerichoGreen.net. I really enjoy the benefits of C60 Evo organic olive oil when I take it daily. My mind is sharper and I have more energy and endurance. I sleep deeper, wake up feeling more refreshed, which is amazing. C60 Evo delivers pure C60 ESS60 infused skin serums, lip balms, and pet formulas that deliver excellent results. They've got a proven track record of 31 years and my personal recommendation. Get C60 Evo organic products to enjoy the incredible benefits yourself. Use my link to save 10% off of your purchase. Take that. Take that. And hold on. And we'll be reaching temperatures of 103 today, people. So there's a school district. And in this district, if there are two teachers, let's say you have equal or pretty close to equal seniority, because when they lay off teachers in this particular district in Minnesota, oh, bummer. I don't know if that's done across all countries or all states, I mean. Ricky Sickman, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But we'll be hitting, Ricky Sickman says 106 in Reading right now. We'll be hitting 108 on Wednesday. How you like that, Mr. Sickman? But there's this school district in Minnesota. And if teachers need to be laid off, it's based on seniority. The more seniority you have, the less likely you are to get laid off. Denise Renee, 101 in Fresno. Is it morning time? Is it 6 a.m.? Because Fresno gets hot as shit. So it's based on seniority. So if you're more senior, you're less likely to get laid off. It goes down the list. The new guys and gals first. But they've made a change because we must see everything through racist colored glasses. Everything. So in this particular school district, if you have, let's say, there's a black teacher who has 20 years in the school district, and there's a white teacher that has 20 years in the school district. Well, you got to flip a coin. How are you going to decide who gets laid off? Well, naturally, race. They will now be laying off you evil white teachers before black teachers. That's right. Racism is totally fine as long as the right side is wielding it. So now, in 2022, in plain sight, out in the open, in broad daylight, these people have said without fear of consequence that they are going to lay off white teachers before black teachers. Now, before you celebrate, how about this? How about you lay off the shitty teachers and keep the good ones? Give a shit what race they are. Guys, I'm just a taxpayer spitballing. How about that? How about we give these kids the best teachers possible and not care about what color they are? I don't care what container it comes in. Your skin color is just a container. That's all it is. What's inside of the damn container is what I care about. And if there's a good teacher in there, keep their ass around. If there's a shitty teacher in there, Lord knows we've all met some, get them out of there. I wouldn't care if every teacher in America was white as the driven snow, as long as they were the best teachers available. I wouldn't give a damn if every teacher in America was black as night. I don't care if they were so black that they spit soy sauce, as long as they were the best teachers available. I wouldn't care if every teacher in America was yellow as a lemon. There we go. I wouldn't give a damn as long as they're the best teachers available. How about we concentrate on giving our kids the best? I know that's old school. That's so 2000 and late. But how about we just give our kids the fucking best? This is racism. Because if the shoe were on the other racist foot, you know all the blue check marks and all these empty suit politicians and all these motherfuckers would be crying. All the attorneys, Ben Crump, and people of his disgusting ilk would be right out front getting ready to get paid. But because it's on white folks, nobody cares. That is horrible. That is not the America that we strive for. That's not the America that I want to live in. How is that okay? Hold up. I just don't understand. Aren't we supposed to get more advanced and better as time goes on, not regress? That shit is weird. I just don't. How is that okay? Somebody put in here what county it was in, but I couldn't find it. Minnesota school district to lay off white teachers before black ones. Even saying that shit out loud.
According to WPMI, Minneapolis, TND.
Look at this shit. School district will lay off white teachers before minority teachers per new union contract. Who signed that contract? Who drafted that contract? An agreement struck between a Minneapolis teachers union and Minneapolis public schools now compels the district in cases of any layoffs to get rid of white teachers before any teachers of color. The stipulations come as part of a recent collective bargaining agreement between the Minneapolis Federation of Teachers and the MPS, Minneapolis Public Schools, which ended a 2-week-long teacher strike. Among numerous provisions that were agreed upon between the two groups was a restructuring of the district's recruiting and retainment of educators of color. What the fuck? Effective in spring of 2023, that's next spring, teachers will be subject to job layoffs or relocations in order of seniority. However, in the case that a teacher is a member of a population underrepresented among licensed teachers in the district may access, meaning lay off or relocate outside of seniority order. Meaning, if they have to lay off a black teacher, they will step outside of the parameters and fire a white one instead. Never mind if that white teacher was awesome, get rid of him. We can't have the stain of being called a racist on our record. The same measures apply to recalling or bringing back teachers who may have been let go for a variety of reasons. So if they have 2 qualified teachers, one is black, one is white, or one is a teacher of color, a TOC, a POC, they're going to bring back the colored teacher before the white one. Motherfucker. District and union leaders said the agreement makes Minneapolis one of the only school districts in the nation with a seniority disrupting policy that can consider race over merit. What the fuck? Race over merit? It should be merit over everything. I don't care what you look like. I don't give a damn. Why do I care what you look like? Man, teach my kid. The best teacher I ever had was a white teacher. Damn, man. And this shit is okay. See, racism is nothing new. This acceptance of it is. This acceptance of racism is new. What the new to us? When's the last time this shit happened? Out in the open. This is just like Jim Crow shit, except it's in reverse. This is the same shit. I don't want you teaching my daughter and my son. I need a good old-fashioned white teacher to teach my kids. That's the same shit. That's the same shit. Never mind, these kids could be getting a lesser than teacher, a lower quality educator. It doesn't matter. What do they look like? Diversity of appearance, not of thought. This shit this is some Jim Crow shit. Maybe that old bastard was right. Maybe that old butterscotch pudding sucking son of a bitch was right. Maybe this is Jim Crow 2.0. This is Jim Crow 2.0. Except it's going in the opposite direction, and that doesn't make it right. This does not make it right. It's wrong, no matter who's doing it. Crystal Williams. This is frustratingly sad. The kids are the ones who are going to suffer from not having a good teacher, all because of some damn skin color BS. Exactly right. The kids. Whitney Houston didn't say, I believe the adults are our future. She said, I believe the kids are our future. They are. So give them the best shot at life. They said they did this shit out in the open and they ain't scared of nothing. Let some school districts say we're gonna let go of the black teachers or the colored teachers before the white ones. We know everything about them. This is Jim Crow 2.0. You're right, you old fuck. IWD, thank you. The first public school teacher I had when I immigrated here was an old school Southern black granny. She made me learn English. Hard lady, no BS. That's what kids need. No BS. Teach them what they need to learn. Don't make them these soft little punk ass weirdos. You're here to learn. That's it. My dad always tell me that, boy, you're there to learn. Sit your ass down and be quiet. You're there to learn. You're not there to be indoctrinated and made soft. You're there to teach me numbers, colors, all that type of shit. Don Zucksworth, don't say that shit out loud. Don't you manifest that. He says, what's next? Drag queen teachers? Yes. Every teacher's lounge is going to look like the Tu Wong Fu set. You're going to have a bunch of male teachers trying to shove their dicks into mini skirts. You're going to have these schools ran by perverts out in the open. And if you say something, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you having a problem with that fucking dude dressed like an ugly ass woman in front of your kids. You're the problem, not them. Not their crazy ass. You know what? What happened to shame? Huh? What happened to shame? Keep that weird shit at home. Yes, it's weird. And women don't even look like that. I don't care if it was a woman. You paint your makeup like a drag queen and you are going to make my dick soft. Ew. Like where they pull the power switch and power everything down. That's a hard on. Soft. That shit looks weird. Keep it at home. Keep your home shit at home. Isn't that why they call it homework? Because you're supposed to do it at home. So your weird fetishes and sexual shit, keep it at home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the people that mean the most to you didn't accept you. They fucked you up. And that is too bad. But guess what? I'm not the one to fix you. The classroom ain't the place to work out your shit. This ain't the place. You see these fucking these teachers on TikTok and shit? I don't have TikTok, but I see them when they put them up on YouTube. Some fucking dude with earrings and shit and blue lipstick talking about, when I take my mask off today, the kids are like, oh, it's a boy. What? Who is dropping their children off with Mrs. Doubtfire? Who's doing that? Because if I pulled up to my kid's school and saw that is their teacher, son, this is what we call a U-turn. We're getting the fuck out of here. I'm not leaving you and him. So we can sit there and watch them little kids moving and jumping around, filling up his spank bank? I don't think so. You ain't jerking off the images of my kid, you fucking freak. Freak. Remember that shit from Deuce Bigalow? Where the girl had Tourette's? No, it wasn't her. It was a tall chick. He took out this big old tall woman. And you hear people saying, freak. You're a bunch of damn freaks. Take that shit in your house and leave it there. Men come to work dressed like men. Women come to work dressed like women. Anything other than that, keep that shit to yourself. You're confusing these kids. I don't care what acceptance or shit you need to work out. That's on you, player. Don't use my kids to fucking try to fix that Christmas ball lights of a brain you got, all tangled up and hard to deal with. That's not their problem. It's not our problem. It's yours. Go find your daddy and give him a hug and ask for acceptance. That's who you need to get it from, not the general public. Fucking racism. That's a huge bitch. That's right, Anthony D. That's a huge bitch. Damn freaks. Take your freaky ass home. What happened to people being a certain way at home and a certain way out in public? You don't act like that out here. You keep that weird shit at home. I'm sure there's plenty of people that got weird shit going on behind closed doors at their house. That's fine. That's your house. You pay the mortgage or the rent. You do whatever freaky shit you want in there. But out here in public, in this public forum, in the classroom? Nope. I don't want to hear my kids hear nothing about your gender or your fluidity. I ain't here for that shit. On this itinerary, on this schedule for their school, this says social studies. This says math class. This says history class. Not your personal sexual history, you fucking weirdo. History. So teach these things listed on here, and everything else, keep it inside. Because guess what? I think I speak for the overwhelming majority of the public. We don't care. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care how you identify. I care about my child being educated. That's what I care about. Everything else, fuck off. Was that too harsh? Was I mean? Guys, was I mean? I don't want to be mean. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I was not trying to be mean. I didn't mean to be play right there. All right? Fucking weird ass. What the? Man. So check this shit out. Here's some weird shit. You want to hear something weird and gross? Actually, I'll save that. We'll do the weird, gross stuff last. Well, we'll do the weird, gross stuff last. Oh man, and it gets weird too. It gets very weird. Hold up. What the fuck? Oh man, people are so fucking gross. Why are humans so gross? Huh? Why are we so fucking gross? Just disgusting. People are just fucking disgusting. Ugh. Why are we like that? My goodness. But anyway, when you hear that last story I'm going to talk about, you will wonder the same thing. So check this out. CBS pushes study blaming climate change for rising childhood obesity rates. Uh-oh, it's not your fault, parents. It's not your fault. CBS Mornings pushed a recent study connecting climate change and other temperatures with childhood obesity rates in a ridiculed segment on Thursday. Co-host Nate Burleson introduced the study published in the journal Temperature that argued climate change, specifically warmer temperatures, is making our children more inactive and more obese. Burleson said the study found that children were 30% less aerobically fit than their parents, and claimed hotter temperatures were preventing kids from exercising outside. Shut the fuck up. Now, that's what they were saying. That's not what the article said. Let's see. And right here. Okay. So, Washington Free Beacon reporter Joe Gabriel Simonson attacked CBS Mornings directly for misrepresenting the study to push a climate change agenda. This seemed too insane even for left-wing climate scientists. So I read the study's summary. The authors don't blame climate change for children getting fatter, but that fat children may have a harder time dealing with climate change because fat people don't do so well in the heat. Well, no shit. So they flipped it to saying that, it's climate change, man. We really have to stop. We really have to save the world, man, because the kids, they can't go out and play and they're stuck in the house getting fat. Man, let me tell you something. Where I live, it's hot as shit. All right? If you look up in the sky at the right time, you can see the devil bending over and spreading his distended hot anus. Okay? My kids still go outside and play. You know what you do? You try to play earlier in the day before it gets hot, and you try to play a little later in the evening when it starts to cool off. You mix in water activities. I mentioned last week, I replaced the hose that goes around the trampoline for my kids. It sprays out water on the trampoline while they're playing. We got slip and slides, water balloons. We do what we can to beat the heat. But if your kids are sitting inside the house getting fat, that's because of the parents. It's not because of climate change. And let's just say this climate change shit was real. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. Nothing. But making the kids stay home for more than a school year, not being able to go outside and go to school and play with their friends. What was your favorite part of school? I'm not talking high school or junior high. I'm talking elementary school. Well, of course, any elementary, junior high, or high school, of course, recess is your favorite, but your activities at recess change. In high school, you're not out there running around having fun all the time. But when you're in elementary school, recess. Why? To run and play. To run, jump, roll around, do whatever kids do. Physical activity. But you kept them inside for a year. You closed down. You literally put yellow caution tape around the playgrounds. That's what happened with this shit. That's what started this. And if you got your kid in the house playing video games all day, it's not the climate, it's you. We had video games growing up. My mom would cut in there and cut that shit off. You'd be mad for a little bit, but you take your ass outside. We need more personal responsibility. Pressure makes diamonds. If you get a piece of coal and leave it on a table for 1,000 years, it's going to be a piece of coal. Put that shit under some pressure and see what you have. It's the parents. Stop taking our responsibility away. That's bullshit. That's dangerous. That is fucking dangerous. It's not the climate. Man, they're so damn desperate. Now the climate's making your kids fat. If it's getting hot, put their ass outside and they'll sweat. Then they won't be fat no more. That's the parents' fault. That's more food than they're getting activity, or it's bad food. We know the fucking deal. Bad shit ain't nothing new, but your access to it is up to your parents. They make all the decisions for you. What goes into your body is 100% their decision, not yours. You can't. You can be the most industrious kid in the world. You cannot get a job in America, kid. Not on the books. You want to get out there and hustle? I did that. Help my neighbors out, make a little money under the table, but you ain't going to make the kind of money to survive on. You got to go to your parents for that. That's where the problem is. Stop trying to take that shit away. The climate's making kids fat. MGTOW, Michigander, thank you. Miss Blaub is now on the front cover, or Blaub, I don't know, front cover of what should be called Sports Regurgitated. How sad. Is that the first transgender Sports Illustrated cover? Blech. Fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys. Call me old-fashioned, but when I see someone in a bikini, I don't want to see a dick either. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much? In 2022, is a bikini with no dick inside too much to ask? Must be. Jimmy Dean, thank you. Teachers today don't know their arse from a hole in the ground. Yeah, a bunch of damn weirdos, man. They're too busy worrying about how their class is going to accept them and view them. I'm going to come out to my class. Don't you dare come out to that damn class. Come out to your fucking friends and family at a Olive Garden like everybody else. Come out to your students. Why the fuck do your students care? Why do your students care? They don't. Virginia Elizabeth says, you won't. They tuck it. Ugh. No, thank you. Ugh. you won't see it. They'll tuck that shit. I'd fuck me. Ew, gross, man. Stop that shit. Spunbearing 65 says, let's all go play. Oh my goodness, man. That shit is gross. Gross. Basically, send your kids outside. There you go. Turn off the TV, send their ass outside. That's what you got to do. I do it to my kids all the time. Turn that TV off. Go outside. Oh, I don't want to go outside. I don't care. I'm not here to care. It's not my job. It's not my job. It's not my job. Okay, here we go. You ready for the gross cherry on top? You ready for the Pride Pox covered cherry on top? Why are people so fucking gross? Ew, you nasty motherfuckers, you. People are nasty. Oh, my goodness. The most disgusting thing that ever happened to this planet. You ask the Earth, what's the most disgusting thing that ever happened to you? The Earth will say, humans. Nasty bastards. All right, here we go. Let's get into the nastiness, shall we? Oof. Hope you don't got any food in your stomach. All right. Article headline reads, dog reportedly contracts monkeypox from owners. What? What did you say? Say that one more time. Dog reportedly contracts monkeypox from owner. Oh, what? Hold on, guys. Stop. Hold on. So I'm reading the headline to this article, and you know how they'll have a video of the article you're about to read. So if you don't want to read it, you can hit the video, and the voiceover will say what the article basically says. There's a commercial on here. Hold on. Oh my goodness, people. Hold on, let me write this shit down. Give me a second. So, I will do more research on this and talk about it more tomorrow, but I'm going to tell you what I just saw. So I'm reading the title of this article, and in the little video box, I see a commercial come up. And you see this woman, she's a woman of color. She looks like a Latinx. And you see her running down this hill. But behind her, you see 2 or 3 men. And she's blazing ahead of them down the hill. She's picking up some shit, like picking up weights and stuff. They seem to be doing some kind of obstacle course. And this woman is kicking their ass. And then what's the next scene? The next scene, they'll have the scene just kind of turn. They're doing the same thing, but it turns into something else. And it's her in a fucking Army National Guard uniform. So what you're telling me, Army National Guard, and I'm going to text my brother today because he's in the Army National Guard, and I'm going to talk to him about this. So in this commercial Army National Guard, are you saying that women are physically stronger and faster than men? Are you fucking stupid? You gotta be. Because if you're going to sit here and tell me that boot camp age men and women, the women are faster and stronger than the men, that's what that commercial just showed me. That a woman is physically more imposing than a man. She ran faster than them. She lifted more weights than they did. Shut the fuck up. No, they're not. Men are stronger than women. That's how we got here. That's how we got to this society that we all enjoy, is because men went out there and did the strong shit. Did the physically demanding shit. Let me stop right there. Like I said, I'm going to do some homework, and I'm going to fucking tear that commercial apart tomorrow. Because that is bullshit. Women are not going to be out front fighting the battles. No, men do that. We go out there and fight and die, not the women. That shit pissed me off. Anyway. In other news, dog reportedly contracts monkeypox from its owners. Stop. A dog belonging to a gay French couple. Is there anything gayer than a gay French couple? I feel like I picture them both with berets on going, ho, ho, ho. A dog belonging to a gay French couple has contracted monkeypox after sharing their bed. See, that's where the deception is. The dog was just laying on the bed and he got it. So that means anybody can get it. So we all need to be afraid, right? Wrong. The Parisian men, ages 44 and 27, are believed to have contracted the virus after having sexual contact with other guys during their non-monogamous relationship. So you mean to tell me that two guys that go out and fuck a bunch of different guys and then come back and fuck each other are going to have problems? Yeah. That's what happens when you fuck too many gross people. And guys are gross. That's why I don't fuck them. Ew. But anybody can get it. It's just on a blanket. They had the girl in Atlanta. Oh, I was counting money. You're counting money in someone's butthole? Did you lay on someone's butthole and count your money? The couple said they never noticed. The couple said they then noticed that their Italian greyhound had developed pustules on its stomach. And if you have problems picturing an Italian greyhound, it's Santa's little helper from The Simpsons. A PCR test on the animal later confirmed that it had the virus. The Lancet Medical Journal said the dog shared a bed with the two men and perhaps licked one or both of them before licking himself. Hey, dog, where did you lick him? Where did you two do? Where does this gay French couple, and I think if it's anyway, where did you lick this gay French couple to get the monkeypox? You either lick their face, you either lick their mouth, their dick, or back there. What kind of sick shit is going on here? But when they tell you, oh, the dog just shared a bed. Yeah, if you fuck on it, did the dog like roll around in the spots? What the fuck is going on here? Don't tell me that we all need to worry about this because we ain't all doing this shit. But the dog was just on their blankets. Poor dog. Ugh. Both men have suffered from extensive ulcers and rashes since confirming their cases in June. The dog began showing signs of infection 12 days later. The men reported co-sleeping with their dog. Why is your dog in the bed with you? That's why you're sleeping with another person. What the fuck? That shit's weird. You don't sleep with your dog. Put that fucker on the floor. Ugh. They had been careful to prevent their dog from contact with other pets or humans from the onset of their symptoms. Thanks, guys. You really did us a favor. Officials have urged at-risk or infected parties. Stop using those words because you're robbing them of responsibility. Yeah, technologic co-sleeping. Ugh, I hate the way they phrase shit nowadays. Officials have urged at-risk or infected parties to quarantine away from their pets to reduce the chance of transmission. How about stop letting your pet lick your butthole in your mouth? How about that? How about don't let your dog lick you in the face? Because guess what they were licking before you came home? Their asshole. Ugh. The WHO, not the group, the World Health Organization has called the recent monkeypox outbreak a growing and global emergency. No, it's not. There's one group of people spreading this shit. Talk to them. That's like you having a meeting at work and there's only 2 of you motherfuckers not doing something right, but you got to tell everybody about it and waste all of our time. No, call the gay dudes in your office and tell them, hey, stop fucking everything. What the fuck? The vast majority of infections stem from gay sex. Yeah, we know. So why are you telling us? Why are you trying to make us scared? Why are you trying to make it sound like you can just get this stuff anywhere? You touch a door handle after somebody, you'll get monkeypox. Yes, if they reached inside and scraped their chocolate starfish and then grabbed the door handle. And then you grab the door handle and go, what am I going to eat today? My goodness, man. What the? Poor dog. Why are they not brought up on animal abuse charges? You gave your dog a sexually transmitted disease. That means you're doing gross shit with your dog. I'm just a guy trying to figure shit out, people. Spike and Madness says, stop leaving copies of your infected anus in the copier. Exactly. What the fuck? What the fuck? Mama Babs, it's like 99%. 99% of the Pride Pox cases in America come from gay dudes doing gross shit. But where was this before? Because gay dudes didn't just crank up the nastiness in the last few months. They've been doing that bathhouse multi-partner shit the whole time. What do you think's going to happen when you get 2 dudes together? Women, you know how they get. You know how perverted a man can be? Put 2 of them together? But where was this before? Where was this Pride Pox shit before? I don't get it. Maybe it's almost like they have an agenda. But you know, like I say, people, if you stay away from the cocks, you won't get the pox. That poor damn dog. Can we start a GoFundMe for him? That dog's like, what is this? I'm just here to lick my balls, and now I got shit all over my stomach? Gross. Co-sleeping? So you mean to tell me you're laying in your bed with your man, with your significant other, and your dog? Ew. Get your dog ass out of my bed. That's just how I am. I grew up, my animals lived outside. If it was cold, we brought our Rottweiler in to bathe her. She would lay by the fireplace to dry off a little bit, and then she was waiting at the door to get the fuck out. And I know people bring their dogs in the house and shit, whatever. That's you. But to me, that shit's weird to sleep with your dog. I used to work with this lady, and she said one of the craziest fucking things I've ever heard. I'm trying to tell you a story. Really nice lady. But when it came to her animals, she was weird as fuck. She came into work one day and she says, hey, sure. She was like, oh, my back's hurt. I'm like, oh, I slept wrong. I was like, oh, yeah, that happens too. You know, you sleep wrong, get the crook in your neck. I was like, that's fucked up. She's like, oh, I couldn't sleep last night. I was like, oh, was your husband snoring or something like that? She said, no, the dog got in the bed and kicked me out, so I slept on the couch. What the fuck did you just say? Your dog? She said the dog climbed in the bed, nestled itself between her and her husband and was kicking her to where she couldn't sleep, and she got up and went and slept on the couch. That shit is weird. Because guess what I'm going to do if somehow my dog wanders in my bedroom and then you hop in my bed? First of all, as soon as you get on my bed, you're being ejected. But let's say in some strange world, I'm sleeping so heavily that the dog manages to get between me and my wife, and then you start kicking me to where I can't sleep, and you think I'm going to get up, grab my pillow, my blanket, and go out and sleep on the couch? Don't be ridiculous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get up angry because I was sleeping a minute ago and you came in here and fucking woke me up. So my anger meter is already buried in the red. All right, I'm already at 10,000 RPMs when I wake up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab you, you fucking dog, like your mother used to at the scruff of your neck, except it's not going to be all soft. Like, come here, little baby. I'm going to grab you and pick you up. I'm going to go to the door that leads outside, and then I'm going to toss your ass outside. Because I'm a human and you're a dog and you're not going to wake me up and make me go. I said, woman, you're out of your fucking mind. And your back hurts now because your stupid flea-bitten dog got in the bed? What the fuck? Hell no. Co-sleep. Yeah, I got your co-sleep. I got your co-sleep right here. Get the fuck out of here. My neck's going to be hurt because of a dog? Alien Robot Ghost, thank you. Nothing says I'll handle this like Mossberg. That's right. You don't have any more problems after you grab Mossberg. Problem solved. Socrates, Ken, yes, it was a big-time liberal. Her daughter was a fucking blue-haired fucking, drank all the Kool-Aid. Steve's mom, HK. Steve, you get up here and you clean out my kitty litter box. You fucking crazy. David Priller, don't be ridiculous. I was like, what? Man, hey, I love dogs, man. Dogs are great. Dogs are great. But ain't no way in the world you're disrupting my sleep. What? Whew. Ivan Adams got me a nice Mossberg 600. I got a Mossberg 500 Tactical Persuader. Love her. Big Bertha. When she comes out, negotiations are over. That girl starts barking and shit happens. Boy, I'm telling you. What the fuck? Love dogs. But you ain't. I'm coming to work with a hurt back because I don't sleep on the couch for my wife. We have never gotten in a fight that we couldn't get to the bottom of, and I had to go sleep on the couch. So I wouldn't do that for my wife, but I'm going to do that for a fucking animal? No. Wrong. Guitar Dude 777, that is absolutely disgusting. Says that gay French couple gave their dog a sausage treat, not the one he was planning on. That dog was like, I got to eat that? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Fucking crazy. No. Yeah, shout out to Steve, man. You've been given a lot of entertainment. We appreciate that. Too bad you wouldn't come back and answer my question and actually back up the things that you were saying, but whatever. We probably got more entertainment out of it being that you did it. But you get up there and clean up that litter box, Steve. Hurry up. Mom, there's no scoop. Use your hands, Steve. Don't ever shake Steve's hand because his mom's shit is on it. All right, guys. Current temperature here is 98 degrees. It's time for me to get the hell up out of here because we're going to 103, like I said. Wednesday is going to be 108. Is that legal? Tomorrow, I tell you one thing we're going to talk about is the new National Guard commercial where apparently women are running things. They're outpacing the boys. They're doing more pull-ups and sit-ups and push-ups and carrying the bags and shit. You know, they got the dummies there, like it's supposed to be supposed to be dead weight. Supposed to be a person with dead weight, and you got to drag them. Ladies are doing things. Fellas, get the fuck out of the gym. You're not the strongest anymore. It's the ladies. Okay. We're going to talk about that shit and many more. I promise. Thank you to everybody who was in the comment section. Questions, comments, whatever. Everybody listening, everybody watching. Thank you for being here. You were great. I was great. We were great. So let's do this shit again tomorrow, 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who cares about Central and Mountain? Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.